So some of the key challenges uh, that we've noticed is whenever adopting this sort of new style technology, uh, it's often around the security and risk teams that get involved that really want to focus on what are the risks involved. So where would the when adapting new technology, what they're looking at first is the privacy risk. How is the data protected? Will there be things that happen on its own without human intervention? And so, for instance, artificial intelligence making its own decisions in this space can be very risky, and it's often what we find. It's the risk of the unknown that's the most challenging. It's sort of like, oh, this technology has a mind of its own, so it's going to take over the world and things like that. So often it's around training and understanding of technology and how it can help and how it can actually improve security and risk and on those factors because of those reasons. Oh, well, integration is one of the key areas of challenge for a lot of departments, and the reason for that is that there's all of this new tech coming, and people use it themselves in their own daily lives on AI and things like that. However, legacy systems that have been in departments for years, how do they work together? And that's one of the biggest challenges they find, which has very much capability to, and that's what has to happen anyway, is that integration, but it can stall based on the understanding that that's going to be too hard because we have to replace this and replace that, which isn't required. Yeah, sure. I think the biggest efficiencies we see is to look at starting at those the repetitive tasks that don't actually require a lot of human decision making in those processes, to start there, because getting into them first means that it'll shorten the project time, it'll shorten the delivery time, it'll lower the cost of delivery because you're generally only involving a few solutions to deliver that, and it's more weeks than months or years for that sort of delivery to occur. So leaving the components that might require decision making, AI, or even document OCR reading and things like that for further down the track, depending on their use case and how much they will save time in the department, will help. From my perspective, and I've been across a lot of government departments in both federal and local state departments, is one of the key factors of automation and intelligent automation is generally about getting that speed to return, which if departments are dipping their toe in the water slowly and testing and taking quite a while because of the fear of certain areas or having to get certain people on board, that can often end up in stalling or in failure for only reason. So I suppose the biggest recommendation I have is to work with people that have done it before, that are successful, whether that's externally with your partners and things like that, to mentor you in very quickly to a successful outcome first, right? Rather than thinking, oh, I've got to test all of this software to see if it works first, right? Talk to other departments that have already done that, what you're about to do, and it gives you that ability to start quickly, right? And start building fast rather than taking your time. Absolutely, and the I suppose the key there is to be also partners know how to implement this. However, cost savings come from using your own team after a while. So partners can kick you off, get you the train, get you up to speed. But this is an ongoing project. The aim is to last for years, to automate certain different areas. You'll be automating things that haven't even started doing yet. You'll be automating things that your staff moved on to doing, like, in different spaces. So rather than just keeping the partners there as here's some work to do, and they go and you have to pay a daily rate to them to get them to do the work. You can have them mentor you into it and use your own staff that might have had part of their roles automated, so they can get into your team and do the automations in the future is a big part of it as well.